Hey guys, it's Rottweiler here. This is gonna be a long-awaited video. I know a lot of people have been asking me to make something like this for quite a while actually. So here it is, a full in-depth It's Rottweiler Sylvanos combo guide. So first off, we gotta talk about what Syl's gimmick is. Every character in Rivals has a gimmick, and that gimmick is a huge factor in how they play, how they combo, how they kill, how they recover. All that goes into their gimmick. And Syl's gimmick is to lay down grass wherever he walks, and wherever his flowers are sprout. Just like how Suicune in Pokemon, wherever they tread, they purify the water. It's kind of the same thing when we lay down grass. Syl's identity is that he's a zoner rushdown hybrid. He's kind of an all-rounder where his normals are fantastically long range and can provide a lot of keep out. Like, for example, down tilt has incredible range, and it's also a combo starter. It does 10 damage, and his fair, as you can see, is also quite large. So his keep out game with these two moves specifically, and a slightly disjointed jab, are fantastic keep out. But his specials are more for setups, with combos. In terms of kill setups, seed shot kill off the top, seed shot, back air kind of stuff off stage, side B up smash. We'll get into all this more in depth later, but the grass really and his specials really serve as your extenders, your kill setups and kill moves. Down tilt, since it's going to be used 9 times out of 10 as your main get in move, keep out tool, you should get really comfortable comboing out of this because it pops them straight up. Syl's down tilt at low percents can lead to a free tech chase. If they do nothing, you get this nair, and if they tech in place, you still get the nair. So you gotta delay it though once it's tech in place, and at higher percents, but that's good. And if they tech in, there it is. Okay. You can cover that as well. There's a lot of things. You don't even have to up tilt there. Honestly, you can get really creative with Sylvanos like this. It doesn't have to be the same thing every time. And that's where your combo game is gonna really throw off your opponent if you're doing different tech read options like that. And so yeah, you can catch everything, honestly. Let's do out. Okay. There's no escape. Sylvanos can cover every option the opponent techs out of that. So at low percents, getting this and then chasing down is gonna be really good. So that's what I say. That's why I say his down tilt is one of his key combo starters in the beginning of the game. It's very easy to land it. Moving on. Again, since his forward air is going to be another mainly used move in neutral for either keep out or overshooting, or my favorite use actually is being on platforms and oops, that happens often too actually. Yeah, runoff fair. Runoff fair is underrated and extremely good. Not only is it great for keep out, but on hit at low percents. Let's do it from here. First of all, look how big this move is. Look at that. I was standing here, he was here, and I'm able to just either stuff an approach or approach myself from that range. And on hit, oh sorry, it starts a tech chase at low percents, which again with Sylvanos can be covered with a plethora of moves. And on DI out, I can down tilt. Let's see. Yeah, I could have check chased that with down tilt right there. Fair. Like that. That's perfect. Alright. Okay. Alright, other than that, you have really good jabs. Really good jabs. The disjoint is very solid when you're approaching. Just know that do have a blind spot inside of Sylvanos, so don't go too far. You won't hit. But if you space it properly, this is a really good approach. And again, it starts a check chase. You'll know that's a common thing with Sylvanos, is that he often will put the opponent in an awful tech chase scenario that he can cover regardless of what they choose. It all comes down to how the player of Sylvanos is like gonna adapt and be ready to cover everything. That's all it is. Sometimes F-tilt can be really good. I don't recommend using it too often in neutral because it's supposed to be a zoning tool, but it's not very good at that. It's more so of like a slight zoning mix-up, I guess, because if you use it too often, it's going to be easily jumped over and punished. So you're going to want to just use it sparingly. And what I like to do, especially in the Edalist matchup, is when you have an Edalist like in a corner doing, you know, dash tag, way dash back, whatever, waiting for you to make a mistake, and, you know, trying to just outspace your approach, and you don't want to commit to a down tilt because it is going to leave you in parry stun on, you know, on parry. What I do, I approach and I throw a seed because the seed will overshoot for me because it's a projectile. And a lot of times the Edalist is trying to, like, you know, dash attack in or you know, try to like beat out my approach. But if they dash attack at the seed, because, you know, they nerfed him quite a while ago, his dash attack won't beat the seed, and so you get, you know, a hit. And the seed is, it's okay for comboing. It's okay because it has a lot of end lag. Let's see. Let me kill this Edalist real quick. Restart the position. Die. Alright, cool. So, what was I talking about? Oh, seed, right. So, again, on DI out, you get a tech chase. Okay. And the best use for this is off stage. Why is he DIing like that? Alright, let's do it like this then, since he wants to DI like that. Like that. Okay, cool. So, yeah, seed is fantastic off stage. On stage, like I said, it's very niche, very easy to deal with, you know, for the opponent. It's not something you want to throw out too often. But when you're on a like above angle, seed is phenomenal. It's honestly one of the best edge guard tools in the game, in my opinion. This is what you're going to be using against Absa a lot, like to shut down the high approach. You know, you do high seed and low, you know, angle, you know, low seed. But if that delayed seed hits either from neutral special or F tilt, because the later it hits, the sooner you can act. You can actually get some disgusting follow-ups. Let's see if I can get side B. Why you DI like that? It's supposed to be on out DI, but it's holding in. Alright, I'm just gonna go out there. Okay, not like that. That's terrible. But we do like this. Like that. Like, you can get some crazy stuff off of a delayed seed. Honestly, it's up to your imagination. And if your opponent's off stage, they're going to hold in most times because you're already off stage. It's very rare people hold in or off when they're already out stage or off stage. So seed is going to set up a disgusting amount of like potential. Like tipper fair is guaranteed right there. I didn't react fast enough. Like that. That's a guaranteed tipper fair. And it's all thanks to like late seed. You can do it with either neutral special or F tilt. So F tilt is bad on stage in my opinion, or mediocre on stage, fantastic off stage, or when your opponent's off stage rather. So yeah, abuse that when they're off stage. You'll get a ridiculous amount of things. You'd be surprised at how many times you'll catch somebody holding in. Alright, next grounded attack I want to cover. I'm just going to go over the grounded attacks and transition to the aerial attacks. So I covered down tilt. I've covered slightly jabs and F tilt. Next is up tilt. Up tilt, it's really good. So as I kill myself, it does 10 damage. It's got crazy follow-ups, even at low percents. So the main thing you'll be doing with up tilt is nair. You do have to read DI, but like that. See how I just read the tech roll in, but up tilt nair is going to be your main bread and butter at low percent because it does 10 damage, and then the nair drags down to your your tech chase options. So with Sylvanos, you can easily do. All right, computer, hold in. I need you to hold in. Put that down. All right. Okay. How? I've covered every option. I've covered tech roll out, in place. If they tech roll in place, actually, I think you have to hit them though. Let me see. All right. Okay. Gotta read that. Okay, you can still hit them, yeah. So you've covered tech in place, tech out, and tech in. The only thing you don't tech, I believe, is tech or no tech, which you do have to. Actually, the howl still may hit. Actually, I've seen cases where it still hits. So let's see. All right, duh. That may help to take it off of tech. Okay. All right. Yeah, it still hits. So you've covered every option just by pressing down B. And this is what I mean by, you know, your specials are extenders and, you know, combo setup tools and whatnot. Again, cover that later. Now, up tilt, yeah, it's very strong. It's very strong because no matter how they DI, especially at low percents, there is nothing they can do to get away from you. Nothing at all. It's gonna start something. You always get something out of this. Like this head, let's put him on like DI out, drift out. Okay. All right, that's low. Actually, that's low percent. He's holding out. He's going to get hit regardless of what he does. Now let me move that up to like even 100. I could have got that. I still get a hit. That wasn't tipper, but no matter what they do, where they go, I can, as long as I react, I can get something off of this. And at high, well, I guess I'll cover kills at the end of the video, or kill setups at the end of the video. I'm just doing the combos and like what the functions of the moves do at the moment. So that up tilt is extremely good. You always get something out of this, no matter their DI. All right, moving on to his aerials. This Nair, man, is fantastic. It does 8 damage if you hit every single attack. It drags down, which is not a normal property of most moves in platform fighters. They don't usually drag. I guess the newer ones like Smash 4 and Ultimate, but in games before that, it's not something normal to have a move that drags your opponent down, especially intentionally. Because those newer Smash games, it's like you hit like one hit of those moves and it drags down. This move intentionally has every single attack drag the opponent down. And why this is fantastic, like I keep saying, Sylv's entire thing is tech chasing. And he pulls them down to the ground, let them tech. Let me have them tech back in or something. Oh, I gotta knock him up first. Okay. There we go. Like that. You know, I cover it. And it's gonna make them want to, tech. Because it's already pulling them to the ground. All you gotta do is press R. And, most skilled players, if they know how to tech, they're going to tech. So, that's fantastic coverage. Not only that, but if they don't tech, this is the messed up part. If they don't tech, you get it down there. And that does 10 damage and puts them in the same position most times. Let's see. You don't DI out. Okay, so. Yeah, look at that. You're DIing out. I can still get you. So they're going to want to eventually tech these attacks. So that's why Nair is fantastic. So now you actually have to make the read as the Sylv player. Are they going to tech this? Or are they not? If they're not, you can actually use some crazy stuff like just keep nairing to make them want to tech. You're going to tech, you're going to tech, you're going to tech. A condition. They're going to tech. And once you've done that, you get your tech chase. And that's where the character gets really creative in the tech chasing department. As you've seen, if you tech, this howl's going to hit to more extenders. I messed that up. Don't do that. But yeah. It's insane what Nair lets you do. And it does, again, 8 damage you hit and land all hits. But even more crazy, a single hit Nair starts confirming into other attacks for free. Like that. I'll cover that later also. Or even down smash if you get, I don't think that was single hit, but if you get single hit, you get down smash at higher percents and whatnot. But yeah, that Nair is nothing to sleep on. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Hitbox is, multi-hit. It doesn't cover too much of Sylv's body. It's just like his head area. Let me do it in slow-mo. Yeah, it's really not too big, but it doesn't need to be because they don't go anywhere. And Sylv Syl's moves, his tilts, and a lot of his attacks in general, they don't have a lot of knockback. That's why people say it's, you know, trouble killing and whatnot. His moves don't send you far. It really don't. I have it on out. That's out and drift out. But yeah, his moves don't really send you very far in general. And people think that's a, you know, a downside because he can't kill. But, you know, if you want to think of it just that way, you're not taking into account that because they send you nowhere, they can't get away from you. They can't get away because you don't send them anywhere. And then, you know, heavier characters, obviously, they don't go, you know, even further. They stay closer to you. So, you know, he's like a blender for a lot of characters because they can't get away. So, that's Nair in a nutshell. Nair is fantastic. It doesn't send him anywhere, so they, you know, you get a lot off of it. And next, I guess, is up air. This is my least favorite move on Syl. It's just mainly a kill move, honestly. They kind of hampered the juggle ability of this move. Like if you look, this is a heavy Daedalus. Let me see if I can get him in the air. Let me up tilt actually. Like look at that. On DI out and whatnot, you don't really get anything. I guess on DI in, obviously, you can link these pretty well. But that's, yeah, a human's not gonna just, you know, just put the controller down and let you do that, or you know. It would take some crazy level of conditioning to get your opponent to DI like that, let me tell you. So, it might not be the best juggle tool, but it's definitely a good ender to a lot of combos, or setup into seed. That is my favorite use of it, is, you know, that kill setup. Up air into seed, or just, you know, finishing a combo with up air. Like against Rano specifically, or just the water characters, they normally have tough time landing. Maybe not Orcane because he's got forward air and side B and just teleport. But in general, they don't like to be in the air above you. So I'll do like, instead of doing Nair tech chase on those characters, especially Rano, I'll opt to up air after my up tilts to keep them above me and keep juggling, because they truly can't get away from you because their air mobility is terrible. So this becomes a really good juggling tool against those characters, I guess. But in most cases, it's not really that good for juggling, in my opinion. All right. And also, it's got the Rano. Speaking of Rano, the up air hit 1. So let me get him on the platform real quick. Hit fall up air 1. Now this isn't true, just like Rano. It's a worse version of Rano's up air, which already isn't true. So this is even more not true. But it's still, just because, like what Fullstream said in his latest video with Rano, just because something isn't true doesn't mean it's not practical against people. It doesn't work. So this, maybe like once or twice, can actually throw your opponent off into like something more devastating, like a Nair. So like what I like to do is 1 or 2 into this immediately, the Nair. Oh, one more thing to mention about Sylv's Nair. It can't, at low percents like 0, it forces them into flinch. So like you get this guaranteed. That's guaranteed. Oh well, hold on, that kind of popped them up, but okay. Well, I guess it's not flinch, but at low percent you basically get that for free, is what I'm saying, because it's spiking them from underneath. It's just another, I guess, tip, I guess, with Nair. That's guaranteed, no matter what they do at low percents. Or even, I guess I'm going back to Nair real quick, but that, I guess, you can get another Nair. You can do anything you want from that. This is also a really good one there, but yeah. Again, Nair is fantastic. So, I just remembered that. So yeah, up air, especially on plats, you can get like 1 or 2 with hit 1. It does 3 damage per. Rano's is 4. It's not bad. It's not bad. Also, mid combo, let me get him on the ground. It should be good. Okay. Now, let me get a little more percent on him. This is a fantastic mix-up, because even it can bait characters like Rano here, or Zetaburn especially, to shine, because it's not true. So they're gonna be like, okay, I'm getting hit by a move that I know isn't true. Let me just shine out, or let me you know, Daedalus Nair out, or Rano Nair out. That's fine. Up air parry. I've got this a couple times, but basically, I know you know this isn't true. I know you have a move that can get you out of this, and I'm gonna put you in a situation where I can parry it, and now you're taking an even bigger punish. So you might end up, you know, making a 50-50. I'm gonna keep doing this, or I'm gonna read you and I'm gonna parry it. And even if, you know, that doesn't come up too often. Let me lower the percent. Up air 1 is still a good, you know, combo extender. People aren't gonna react to that. Like, who's reacting to that? That's a guess. That's something you have to like read. I'm gonna keep, you know, like up air 1 isn't a move that's like commonly used, so it's nowhere you're gonna be looking for this, especially from a Syl. So I like to do, well, people who don't see it coming, up air to jabs. I really like up air to jabs. Up air to jabs. Very, very easy. Very quick. Again, no one's reacting to that. Or that. Even that. There is also really strong off of up air 1. So with just an extra 3 damage you put in there and get in your opponent's head a little bit. And it's got some cool 50-50 things you can do out of it as well. Alright. Next is down air. Down air, it used to do 8 damage, but they buffed it. I don't know how long ago, kind of like, not recently, but like, not too long ago. He used to do 8 damage, now just 10 damage, which is good for Syl's combo game, because he needs to do damage. That's like his biggest thing is his, you know, his damage output for like his kills are not the best, right? So 10 damage from down air, and it's kind of like a different, it's kind of like Nair in a way, where it's gonna make them want to tech, but it does more damage. But thing is, it's single hit. It's a great timing mix-up, where if I want you to tech, I'm most likely going to do a Nair. And I'm going to make it so I don't fastfall any hits of the Nair, because I want you to tech. I want to give your brain as much time as possible to be like, okay, I can tech this Nair. Whereas down air is more of a, I want to use if I want to throw you off. Like, I don't want you to tech, because it's immediate. It's harder to tech a down air than it is to be hit by all 4 hits in Nair and, you know, not tech it. You know, that's way harder. And it does more damage also. If I know I need damage for a certain confirm, I will go for dare over Nair more times than not, because sometimes I only get 2 hits in Nair and that's only 4 damage. But if I do dare, it's a guaranteed 10 damage. And as you can see, it pops them up. And because again, Syl's moves are very weak, because they're very weak, they don't go anywhere. And so you can get a combo off of it. It's also his main kill move off stage. So all I like to do is, obviously, we all know this. Watch me not get it. Alright, so. Alright, yeah, exactly. Main kill move, struggling to get it. Alright, fair, dare. Alright, right? That didn't kill, but again, that's my main kill combo off stage. Conditioning with forward air, since it also has a tipper mechanic. The outside of Syl's fair, I'll leave that again later for like the kill portion of this video. But the tipper fair sends out. The weak one sends up and in. Or not in most likely, but just more up than out. So this is going to send them nowhere, and this is going to send them, I missed, further away. So if they're scared of the tipper fair, because it's kind of ambiguous to where you're going to land with the fair as the opponent, it's kind of hard to see Syl fair coming at you and be like, okay, this is the tipper and this is the weak one. So you want to mix that up really well, and that's going to send them out, it's going to send them up. I forgot why I brought that up, but yeah, oh yeah, fair dare, that's why. So yeah, fair dare. So this is going to be good conditioning, like that. Even though you can't really see it, they're going to want to hold in because they're scared of the tipper killing them. And if they hold in, you get a downer as the 50-50. So there is also a powerful, you know, stock ender and a powerful combo extender, because again, all these moves go like they're connected with each other. And the Nair goes to the down air, the down tilt can go into the up air can go into, like, you know, drag down Nair or down air itself. Like, there's a lot of things that just go together with Sylvanos, and that you can get really creative with them. Just continuously throw off your opponent about what your next attack is going to be. Oh yeah, also in terms of I guess stock ender, it might not work on Edalus because his Upbeat has, you know, invincibility. But if you get the seed, it's kind of hard to get that. But like characters that are like on the ledge, again, it's harder on Edalus because his Upbeat is invincible to projectiles. But to get that seed, you can get a downer on him, or any character who gets hit by that, especially if it's delayed. So like normally I like to do like neutral B seed because it has a I can act sooner out of it, because like by the time it hits them, I'm already in the air. Like, look at that. So if that seed hits someone off stage, I can down. You can imagine. I'm assuming you can imagine the scenario. But if that hits someone, I can down air them right after, especially because it pops them up slightly. So right behind it, I'm gonna down air you. So that can end stocks really soon as well. And now for the best move this character has, back air. Back air. Okay, so the tipper, I'm at 0. The tip of this move does 16 damage. Again, for a character who is like struggling to kill, getting your opponent up there in high, damage ranges, very important. So this doing 16 damage is fantastic, and it's one of your key kill moves as well. 16 damage. All right, and you'd be like, you're probably thinking, how is this a combo move? Why are you bringing this up in the combo section? Well, you see, where the tip of the move is let me go over here. It's good for killing. The sour spot, when canceled, is also a fantastic combo move. Oh, my bad. Okay. Even the tipper can sometimes combo. It's gonna be hard to show it off, but most of the time I get pin cancel back air to down tilt, or I'll do pin cancel back air to F tilt. And it's a really good starter at low percents, and sometimes it can even combo into itself. Let me get the higher percents going here. Okay. I guess this is kind of a kill setup, but I'm gonna show it here for the sake of showing it off. Like that. Perfect. That's so perfect. Happy I got that the first time. Like that. If they hold in thinking you're gonna like hit them with the tipper, or like, they don't know what the hell is going on to begin with, this is going to combo into itself in the tipper. And that's really, really, really good. So this is also a pretty good keep out move as well against slower characters. Not at all against like small, fast characters like Maple and Ori or Kane sometimes. This can be really hard to land on them. So like, I don't recommend doing it in neutral. So yeah, but if you do find yourself against a slower character like Forest Burn or Zetterburn, basically the rest of the cast, this is a fantastic combo starter at low percents on Sour Hit. On Sweet Spot, you get 16 damage and then it puts them away, and sometimes you can get that to combo. It almost combos there, but yeah, at very low percents, like that, you can actually get tipper back air down tilt. And that's a lot of damage. That's 34 damage from a tipper down tilt. And I mean tipper back air. And they're not going to tech that. I mean, not tech that, DI that, because that's, no one sees this coming. So next we have his specials, because we covered his normals, we covered his aerials. Next are his specials, which is where Sylvanos has kind of strayed from his old my specials in grass are used to zone you out, like, because before this jab special that has a pedal wave, that move used to only like come out with his F tilt, which is now his old jab special. It's a lot of reworks, but that wave used to only work if there was grass on the ground, so it incentivized you to stay on the ground, have grass, and be more of like a zoner who threw out these pedal waves at the opponent. But now it's more of a combo extender, mix up out of your jabs, which is why I didn't go into it previously, because it's technically a special, but you have to press B to do it. So I left that in the I'm leaving this in the special section of the video. So anyway, yeah, his grass and stuff isn't really used to zone. It's more so used to extend your combo game. Same with your flowers even. So before you couldn't do that, but now you can actually use the flowers to get around the stage, to like, mix up your neutral even quite heavily, like when you're going in and whatnot. But yeah, it's much different now than what it used to be. And I'll start with jab special, because that's like my favorite thing with the character. Okay, so jab special does, how much damage does this do? Let me look. Okay, I think it's 15. Does 15 damage, and it sets up for a tech chase. Let's see, let's put the opponent on out. Yeah, let's have him DI out. And have him tech also. Tech out. Okay, here we go. Alright, yeah. So as you can see, it starts the tech chase and it covers tech roll out by itself. So you don't get 15 always, because not everything will hit, but you get a free tech chase. I should have howled there actually. Like that. For example, you can catch them regardless of what they do. Not only that, but it puts grass on the ground by itself also, as you can see. Meaning you can do jab, jab special, side B. That I'll cover later. Anyway, jab special is really how you get in your opponent's head. And a lot of conditioning happens from jab special. How do they deal with the wave? How do you want to punish them for how they deal with the wave? Maybe I should overshoot that. Like that. Okay, there we go. So, I see the opponent's tech rolling out of my jab special waves. I'm going to now know that, overshoot, and punish that with like one of my own moves. The main counter to jab special though is, let's see if I don't know if I can get the computer to do it. Let's see. No, let me get rid of the tech out. Let me have them no tech actually. This doesn't matter. Okay, this might work. No, I don't think the computer knows that. Oh, right there. Perfect. Perfect. So if you DI out of the jabs and you don't tech, you purposely miss the tech, you can parry before the wave hits you, and that will put me in the stun and stop me. But the mix-up to this... Alright, don't do that. The mix-up to this is down tilt, because you have to miss your tech in order to get the parry out. If I down tilt you, it's going to be a free down tilt because you didn't tech. So it's a 50-50 there. Every time. But again, that's parryable. And that is, that's how you should deal with Syl jab special. If the computer can do it, you can do it. Again, that is drift out, DI out, no tech. Anyway, let me stop that, because that's annoying. But yeah, it's so rewarding on hit. They had to give it that kind of counterplay. Because this is a brain dead follow-up. You just, side B. If they don't deal with the wave properly, this is basically free. And that's a lot of damage, and it sets up for more combos I'll talk about later when I get into side B. So that's pedal wave. Very, very powerful attack, but it has counterplay. Don't let people tell you it doesn't, because it has counterplay. Okay, next is, so I keep bringing it up and all this stuff, so side B is next. This move does 8 damage per hit after the buff recently, and you can cancel it into anything. Unlike Crag, who needs to jump out before he can act and do anything else, you don't have to do that. You basically skip the jump process, and you go right into whatever you want immediately. So the main thing you'll see people do is, jab special side B. Oh well, I guess it's too high, huh? What's the DI? Oh, the DI out. Okay, that explains it. But on normal DI, oops. This again doesn't matter. Okay. This is what we usually go for, because it's 33 damage, and it starts the nair thing. Like the up tilt, nair, whatever. Like the thing we talked about earlier in the video. So it's very powerful in that regard, and also higher percents, it still combos into things on DI in. And people usually don't like the DI out in this move because it puts them really far off stage against, again, the Seed Barrage, which is extremely strong against most of the cast. So people usually hold in on this, or they just do no DI because they don't know what to do. But side B can lead to a plethora of attacks like up smash, up tilt. Even at that percent on DI, and you still get it, but you skip the entire wave dash step. And in the air, you carry the momentum. We call this a beast boost, because the name of the move is Beast Dash. But in the air, you fly so far, it's named a Beast Boost. Again, 8 damage. And this, you can get really creative with this. You can do like side B down air as a true combo. And on DI in, you just shorten the down air. Like you don't have to go the full length of the momentum. You don't have to go that far. You can literally just hold back and go nowhere. So if they hold in, you still get it. Like perfect example was right there. You still get the move. And you can also, let's say there's no grass on the ground. Let me also do this. Okay. If I hold forward with side B, I go further than if that's how far I went. And if I hold back, I go this far. So that's actually pretty good for recovery. If you see your opponents like charging a smash attack here, waiting for you to just hold side B on stage, this is a good recovery move. If they're waiting for that, pull back. Yeah, you pull back, you don't have to go that far. But if you pull all the way, you go further, and you're more susceptible to like getting hit with that smash attack. So it also applies to the how far you go with like right here. Sorry, so like right here, you can see I don't go far at all with side B. If I hold forward, I continuously go lunging. So yeah, the main kill, I guess, again, leave that for later, I guess, the kill setup, but this is a really good move. Also, for like the entire low percentage game, a lot of people are going to be holding out against you because, you know, they want to get away from you. Your combo game. Most characters you hold out on and you get away from them when they're comboing you. This side B does not care about your DI. Well, maybe it does. But as you can see on out, they still are getting hit. They're still getting hit, regardless of how out they hold. Let me get some more grass down. And I'm getting like a full combo as if they were holding in. And that's because of how far he goes with side B, he's still able to catch the DI out. And on DI in, even if I go further, I can still wave dash out and continue pressuring you. So it's not really a bad thing at all for me to overshoot thinking you're gonna hold out. Actually, I think that was still a combo even. Yeah, you can still get combos even on DI in. Which if you overshoot, I mean. So don't sleep on side B. It's a fantastic burst option because it's so fast. Like just doing this and then out of nowhere doing that. Like it might seem slow here, but just know this will hit a lot of people if in this mid range. And that again can combo an up smash. So next is his Downbeat. This move, it's actually pretty niche. It's not a move he'll throw out in neutral. It's actually terrible to throw out in neutral. It's a move you want to use to extend your combo game quite far, actually, because there's no way a human, a Soul player specifically, can constantly. Let me put him on. Maybe I should put it on random. But yeah, I think random was perfectly fine. All right. There's no way I can tell where you're going 100% of the time. When you're going to tech, get off of here. All right, here we go. All right, get off of here. All right. I don't know where you're going to tech 100% of the time. Like, it's always a guess or a read, you know. But this doesn't care. That doesn't care at all about where you want to mix up your tech rolling. That will always catch. And what you can do out of this is some pretty crazy stuff. So at low percentages, let's say I do jab, jab, howl. Okay, he didn't tech at all. Okay, now you want to tech. Okay, let's do down air. I lied. What? Okay, I'm gonna just have the computer do like a tech option because it's not always doing something. Let's do roll in. So if I need grass, first of all. Alright, so if I do this, let's say I didn't know you were gonna go that way. The howl just covered it. And I just got a down air off of it for free. So like that. It extends my combo game. Don't do that yet again. Howl only does 2 damage. Sometimes they'll do 4 damage if it hits with. Sometimes it can hit with multiple hitboxes, and it's never more than 2 usually. So you get 2 to 4 damage with it. So it's not something you want to throw out too much in neutral. Again, if they're across the stage, stop holding in. Okay, perfect. If they're across the stage, why would I howl here? I leave myself open to parry. I just did 2 damage. I got rid of all my grass, and I got nothing off of that. And I've wasted a powerful like attack. Now if I do it close, or mid combo, probably as you've seen mid tech chase, it's gonna be way more useful. So never howl unless you really know your opponent's not parrying the howls, which is more of a low level thing anyway. So you don't really want to rely on this in neutral. It's mainly because people think the howl is a good neutral attack when it's really not. It's a move that's gonna in neutral get you punished more often than not. But in mid tech chase, it's fantastic. Especially if you can keep the tech chase going like this long enough to where you can the grass grows back. That's gonna be really important for your howl game. If you can keep the tech chase going, get another howl for free, you can keep that combo going even longer. Even longer. And that's when Sylv starts looking broken. Next is what is next? Side B, down B. Upbeat. Okay. I'll save Upbeat for last because it's the more niche of like the combo moves. But I guess next would be... Actually, I think that's the last one. Oh, a neutral B. Neutral B. That's what I'm thinking of. Neutral B. This, just like the F-tilt seat off stage, is really good at edge guarding and very mediocre on stage. But unlike, you know, F-tilt, it covers the high approach really well. Or people on platforms, or if they're trying to like be like Eliana and fly above you and you use steam and all the shenanigans. This is fantastic at shutting that down, and it's really good at juggling. So where it doesn't really give you a true combo, it basically does. So sometimes it actually does give you a true combo, but in most cases it won't. It'll just be like a really bad scenario for your opponent. So let's like do this. Okay, that's a combo again. But let's see if I can get the juggling going. It's like something like this. Like that wasn't true, but it's hard for your opponent to get out of that scenario. Not true. But yeah, as you can see, it's very powerful at juggling people. If they're above you already, obviously. Yeah, so it's really good at juggling. Even more powerful at edge guarding, especially because, like I said before, you can act sooner out of this by the time it hits your opponent than you doing this. So you can follow it better. And if you B reverse it, it goes even further because your tail is further out. So I'll often, if I see my opponent like above me, more to the right or left, I will B reverse so that my tail is, you know, closer to them. So my C will go further and catch them. There are oftentimes you can't land the C to hit them if you do it normally. And if you B reverse, it'll hit. So get used to doing that. If they're like above you, just B reverse it. And then you can also angle it while B reversing. It's got like 4 angles. Or actually, it's got a lot of angles, but mainly you'll be using either hard out, hard in, or straight up. And if you hold up, the C will go higher up. Very rarely will you hold down to get it to, you know, go lower. It's very niche, but it's something you can do. The last special is Upbeat. And honestly, if you hold Upbeat, you get the instant burrow. So it's called the instant burrow Upbeat. It's got a lot of hit stun, but you really can't combo out of it too well, unfortunately. But it has a lot of hit stun in the regard that you will always be able to get the chomp right after, which is very powerful. In fact, it is Sylv's strongest grounded option, and people overlook it because they think it's like really slow and very niche and not like a real move. They see it more as a meme. But honestly, this is Edilus, right? On Fire Capital at 130, and at Galaxies. Maybe even lower than that. Yeah, okay, so 135. Like, that's still very low for Edilus in the Sylv matchup. Because Sylv is not a character that has like many moves that outright kill you. He usually has to combo into his kill moves. But having a move like this that can just kill is very powerful. And this is a heavyweight. One of the heaviest characters in the game, actually. Now imagine if this is on like one of the better, not better characters, but the lighter characters who arguably are the better characters. This is gonna kill much earlier. Like okay, well, this is gonna kill like Raster like 80. That's absurd. Maybe 90, but still crazy. That's much sooner than most of Sylv's attacks would kill. And you can combo into this move from a single hit nair. Okay, well, that was 2 hits. But single hit nair. Also, he went off stage, but you can combo into it, believe me. Very good, very strong, and this having a tech chase option that you can overshoot like nair. Well, you need grass, so that was kind of bad, but it's having a move you can use mid tech chase like nair. At all the mix-ups I just previously mentioned with nair, the fact that I can use this mid tech chase and secure a kill. That may not as easy on this stage because again the platforms, but I can secure a kill off of a nair from a tech chase, and that's very powerful with this character specifically because he's tech chases so often. And so I guess this part of the video will be the kill confirm. So Sylv main kill confirm. So Sylv's main kill confirm is let's see here. Yeah, in. And yep. Okay. Yeah, lines. Let's turn that off. Okay. It's side B up smash. This is a fantastic move to do off of, you know, jab special and then, you know, side B after up smash. That's very common. It only works on DI in or no DI, I believe. Downbeat actually has some really creative kill confirms, especially when there are R platforms. So Howl right here into down smash is a very common kill confirm, and it's, again, Howl shouldn't really be used in neutral, but if you are somehow able to get them off guard in neutral, and you do it, you can get a sneak in a down smash, sometimes an up smash even out of Howl. So since it's always bringing them toward you, you can get an up smash, F smash. You know, it's honestly up to you what you can get with it. Just F smash, as you can see. So you can confirm out of it quite well. Up tilt, it's got like a really weird thing where if they don't DI the up tilt, there's not really much you can do to them off of that. Like if you up tilt here and you up air, it's really weak, as you can see. It's not really gonna do anything to this Edalus. So if they do no DI, right, they go straight up. So I mean, that killed on the top platform, but that would never kill down here. So you only get much off of it if they don't DI it. But if they start DIing it, hold on. Dang it, platform. Perfect. When they start DIing your up tilt, you're actually able to get kills. So it's actually a weird scenario where you probably shouldn't DI sub up tilt. Just, you know, hard to think or to do since most characters shouldn't DI. But you don't want to get back here because it does confirm into a back air on DI out. And that one mixed me up. Yeah. So up tilt technically can't kill confirm. Better to literally do nothing though. Down tilt. Down tilt comes back yet again as, like I said before, one of Syl's main moves in neutral. It's also a fantastic kill move in the, well, kill setup tool with either up smash, which is a hard read most of the time, or up air. And this also can't confirm in the back air itself. Let's see, this is some weird DI. I gotta do like DI in for the computer. So let's see. Get off of here. And drift in, I believe, too. Or drift out. Okay. Drift in, I guess. Okay. Computer? Sorry, DI out. Let's see. Okay, that's it. Okay, yeah. So that's the DI for the computer. You get a back air. This DI doesn't come up too often, but when it does, you get it back air, it just comes down to if you can react. So, down tilt can confirm into kills quite easily. Up air is the main thing you get out of it. And, yeah, it's honestly, it's alright for killing. Because up air is your main thing you're going to be getting out of it. And up air isn't really too strong, as you can see. So, it's a good move you can throw out and, you know, get something off of. Hope it kills. Next, we have F tilt. Again, not really much use on stage, but off stage, you get like, okay, again, that doesn't hit Edalus, but you can get something off of it if it's delayed, right? And on DI in, at higher percents, if they hold hard in on this, you do get up air, and that can kill. So that's something to look out for. Very rare. People are usually holding out on this move, I feel, at least in my experiences. But it does true combo into up air later in the percentage. And we have jabs, jab 3, where it can sometimes kill at low percents if they hold hard out, especially on lighter characters like Raster and Ori. It's also got a kind of messed up 50-50, not 50-50, but it's a scenario off stage usually, where if they get hit by it, jab 3, and they hold in, you can kill them. And this usually happens more off stage because they're holding in more likely at the ledge. So like this into this. And that's usually going to happen. It's not true. I mean, on DI out, obviously. Oh, my bad. I get nothing off of that. And he lived at 192. So as you see, it's not really real. But, you know, most people hold in off stage, I've noticed. So that may be something you can look out for a kill. Those are my grounded. Oh, dash attack. Yeah, okay. So I haven't mentioned dash attack earlier because it's not really that good low percentages, but at higher percentages, like, let's even do like 150. This on DIN is going to be a really easy kill on a lot of people. They're going to DIN on this dash attack frequently, because on DI, a hard DI out, this will kill. That will kill. And people are not really going to react to this move and be able to like do like perfect DI. So the easiest thing for people to do is just hold in. But when they hold in again, you get an up air, and that's usually gonna kill because it sends them so high up. And you know, that's the main kill confirm, I feel, with Sylv. That's not a special. It's just dash attack into up air. And then we have his aerials. Down air doesn't really lead to. I mean, obviously you can kill off of it. It's very niche because it doesn't really put them in the same spot every time. So it's not really something you'll be using quite often as a combo, like kill confirm move. Technically, you can get like an up air if you like follow the DI well enough, but it's not really something I look for when I need a kill. It's usually a move I end, you know, combos with, like we previously mentioned, fair dare. And then we have back air, which is also kind of like the same scenario with down air, where it doesn't really confirm into kills, like, you know, by itself. It doesn't really confirm into kills too well. But it is a move that can be confirmed into, like down air, and that will kill. Up air, it's again, it's mostly, as you can see, most of his aerials are just enders for kills. So up air isn't really going to lead to much at like 150, 170 into like another move or something that's going to kill, or even 90. So that's not something you should really look for either. It's usually something you want to be like ending a combo with that and hope it kills. And then we have forward air, which is actually, unlike the rest, something that does set up into kills. Like that, for example. Or off stage, again, forward air, down air. That will kill. And what makes this so scary, again, is that you have a tipper. And again, out of seeds, you can be really ambiguous with this. Hopefully Edilus doesn't go invincible. Maybe I should have him on normal DI for this section. Let's see. He's off stage. And it's like that. I got a weak fair. I wanted a tipper fair there for that example, but as you can see, they held in on that at seed. Dang it, Edilus. And you know, you get a fair, but I was supposed to try to show that if you get that seed, you can set up like a fair dare or a tipper fair, which will outright kill. And if they think you can go for a tipper fair, they're gonna hold in. But if you went for a sour fair, it just got fair dared essentially. So hard to show on Edilus. Again, maybe I should have picked a different character. I didn't think about the recovery on him when making this, because that kind of ruins the seed effect. But it's very good off stage. And on stage, if they hold in, you do get up air as well. And oftentimes I've noticed if you got an opponent really high up, instead of going for fair dare, which may not kill, fair up air, like let's say a lower percent actually, because it's very niche. But if you do somehow get your opponent higher up off stage, dare won't kill, but up air will. So be ready for that DI and that scenario. Another thing I like to do with side B at kill percents, when it's not like at if I know they're not going to hold in, I love this. Let's do tech roll in, and I guess the DI doesn't really matter, to be honest. So like I do side B. Let's get him off of here. Off of here. Percent might be a little too high. It's knocking him on the platform. So let's do this. Okay. I love the tech chase with side B. Like you're not okay. DI out, right? Let's see. Right here. Perfect. So I can't get a up smash, but if I read the tech, I can get a down smash, and that's really hard to DI for a lot of people. So as you can see, side B, regardless of DI in or out, can still lead to a potential kill, depending on what the opponent does. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed my in-depth Sylvanos combo guide. You've been asking for this like for a very long time. I finally did it. I'm gonna edit this so like it doesn't look stupid, but I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out. It's been Rottweiler.
Flame to your neck, that's a choke slam. Better call a force to assassinate your whole fam. Absa in the back, she making sure this shit electrifying. Lyrics over, he's